On this episode of City Focus, the National Weather Service shares the 2015 hurricane season predictions, as well as a reminder that now is the time to prepare. Also, learn why it's never a good idea to leave a pet or any living being unattended in a haunt vehicle. And the Valdosta Fire Department shares some safety tips to help you have a great summer. These stories and more are on this episode of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Samantha Matthews, Public Information Officer for the City of Valdosta. We hope you're enjoying your warmer months in Valdosta and South Georgia. During these summer months, you'll actually see a few changes here on Metro 17 and a few new faces as well. There's a lot going on in your community, and we hope the following news stories will keep you plugged into your city. So let's take a look at the news in the city this week, brought to you by our Metro 17 reporters.
Many of Valdosta Lowndes County first responders gathered recently for the annual hurricane season briefing. Meteorologist Kelly Godsey of the National Weather Service in Tallahassee provided the scope for this year's hurricane season, as well as changes to the way they communicate the forecast and other relative information.
Well, looking out over the next 6 months or so, we see that we're moving into hurricane season. The prediction is going to be for slightly below normal activity in the Atlantic. But one thing that doesn't tell us is where these storms are going to go. You may have an inactive season like we saw last year that was below normal, but many hurricane seasons in the past that have been below normal have had significant damage across the United States. Most notable being 1992 hurricane season, where Hurricane Andrew made significant damage across South Florida. It's always important to be very prepared going into hurricane season. It only takes one storm to cause significant damage, and even though Valdosta is over 70 miles inland from the Gulf of Mexico, a little bit further from the Atlantic, tropical systems bring impacts well inland for hundreds of miles, talking about flooding rainfall, potential for tornadoes, and even strong winds. So it's important to be prepared for all these hazards. Residents in the area need to know their risk now. Learn if you're in a flood zone, learn if there's areas that are particularly vulnerable to strong winds in your area. A lot of trees are something that could be brought down in strong winds as well, something you want to make sure you're aware of before the storm approaches. The most important thing that I'd really stress is learn your risk. There are websites that are out there where you can figure out if you're in a flood zone, if you need to take extra precautions before the heavy rain starts. Also, you want to make sure if you're in an area that's vulnerable to high winds, maybe you're in a mobile home, maybe you have a lot of trees hanging over your house. Take steps now to go ahead and trim that back so that before the storm approaches, you're not having to worry about if a tree falls on your home or something like that. There's plenty of information that's out there. You can look at GEMA for more information on how to get storm ready in your area. You can go to hurricanes.gov and learn more about how hurricanes form, where they track, and when they're moving to your community.
Hurricane season runs June 1st through November 30th. NOAA predicts that there will be 6 to 11 named storms, 3 to 6 hurricanes, and 0 to 2 Category 3 or higher hurricanes. Citizens are encouraged to visit the websites listed on the screen to be prepared for a hurricane or any emergency situation that could impact our area this year.
Each year, families enjoy summer pastimes like going to the pool, visiting a theme park, or just outdoor grilling. Although grilling can be a source of entertainment for many, it also brings with it many risks. We spoke with Captain James Clinkscales, the fire marshal for the Valdosta Fire Department, to learn a few tips on how to stay safe while grilling.
Well, fire safety in general is a great issue to get out, and it makes it very important during this holiday season when everybody has their grill and they're trying to throw family get-together. So we want them to be safe for fire reasons, and we want to make sure that everything goes good during during holiday season. One important tip we want to use is basically we want you to start your fire, use paper, use your charcoal. Try, if you can, use very small amount of lighter fluid. Lighter starting fluid is just for starting the fire. It's not maintaining the fire. Don't use any other flammable liquids to try to maintain a fire. That has happened on certain occasions. And then you want to be careful around the grill with children, pets. You want to make sure that they don't get around where they can knock the grill over or they can get themselves burned. Another safety tip we also incur is that when you do our grilling, make sure your grill is approximately about 6 feet from your 6 to 8 feet from your house or structure. And when you're finished grilling and everything's done, make sure the fire is totally and completely extinguished by double checking, because we have in the past had fires that occurred from charcoal that has escaped from the grill, or the deck getting too hot where the fires can flare up.
According to the National Fire Protection Association, each year there is an average of 8,600 home fires involving grills or barbecues. Here are a few other tips you can follow to prevent grill fires. Be cautious with lighter fluids, use self-lighting charcoal, keep your grill clean to prevent flare-ups, don't leave your grill unattended while cooking. For more information on how you can stay safe while grilling, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1836. Every year, hundreds of pets die from heat exhaustion because they are left in parked vehicles. Many people leave their pets inside their cars thinking they'll only be away for a few minutes. In those minutes, their furry friends are beginning to suffer and are at risk of dying.
Temperatures of just 80 degrees outside in a parked car with the windows cracked after 20 minutes can be in excess of 109 degrees. These are temperatures that can certainly make an animal suffer from a heat-related illness. So even parked in the shade, a car with the windows cracked is currently reading at 132.5 degrees.
To learn more information on how to keep your pet safe, contact Paige Dukes at 229-671-2400 or at pdukes@lowngescounty.com.
Hey, my name's Katie and I'm in the 9th grade. I'm an A average student and I'm an athlete working towards a scholarship. And everybody tells me how much potential I have. But I just wish someone would tell me where my next meal is coming from. Katie, how'd I do?
Do you have to be so serious?
Well, I mean, I did like a crazy dance in a movie if you want me to do a little, no.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
In an effort to make Georgia's highways safer for drivers, Georgia DOT, the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, and the Department of Public Safety have partnered for a new campaign, Drive Alert, Arrive Alive. The initiative is to teach drivers how making small changes in their driving can keep you out of an accident and save lives as well. Drive Alert, Arrive Alive is a year-long statewide campaign to reduce serious injuries and fatalities on Georgia roadways. Currently, the state is on track to have its first increase in traffic fatalities for the first time in 9 years. Many of these accidents are single-vehicle crashes and are preventable. Drivers should buckle up, refrain from using phones and other mobile devices, and always drive alert. For more information, visit dot.ga.gov.
The City of Valdosta honored the 2015 Preservation Award winners at the May 21st City Council meeting as part of our city's observance of National Historic Preservation Month. This year's theme for Historic Preservation Month in Valdosta was Refine, Restore, and Reuse Valdosta's Precious Historic Places. 3 well-deserving local historic preservation projects were recognized for their preservation and reuse of historic buildings in the community. The Ashley House received the Outstanding Achievement Award, which recognizes exemplary accomplishments in historic building rehabilitation or restoration. Kingsgrove was awarded a 2015 Stewardship Award given to preservationists who have provided long-term love, care and maintenance, stabilization, or protection of contributing historic buildings.
Well, it means a lot to me, but I mean, what we're trying to say is it's 41 years of maintaining the building and the business, keeping it open for people. Got a lot of sentimental value to it. It's an honor to get the award.
The Crescent was built by Colonel William S. West in 1898 and was also awarded a 2015 Stewardship Award. It is a neoclassical style house with 13 large 2-story columns supporting a grand 2-story crescent-shaped porch. For 64 years, the Crescent has been preserved and maintained as a beautiful and proud landmark for Valdosta. For more information about the historic preservation in the city, contact James Horton at 229-259-3563 or at jhorton@valdostacity.com. The City of Valdosta 2015 through 2019 Consolidated Plan for HUD funding is complete, and the Director of Neighborhood Development, Vanessa Flukas, was more than pleased with this year's citizen participation. This year saw more citizen involvement than ever before.
The contractor in which we employed to do our comp plan this year suggested that we do a survey online, which from that survey we got 87 participants, which we were ecstatic about.
The opinions of all those that participated in the work sessions are reflected in the plan and considered for future projects for the city for years to come.
Your information and your comments were taken into consideration with the plan. The plan is available on our website to look up, and you can see it in its entirety. It's 150 pages, but we did take the information that our citizens and anyone who gave us the time to give their comments, we took it into consideration when we were planning out for the next 5 years for this program.
Flukas truly believes that this community development project doesn't just aid those citizens that live on a particular street, but the entire Valdosta community is affected in a positive manner.
It doesn't just affect that one community for the low to moderate income people. For instance, the example that I use is we build and rehab homes for people who are of low to moderate income. But for instance, if you're a contractor and you own a business here in Valdosta, you have just as much opportunity as any other contractor to bid on that work that we do in those homes, either rebuilding the home or rehabbing that home. So the money from the program that is helping that low to moderate person to get a stable and sanitary house is also helping your business because it's there to keep your business going. It gives you business and it buys your supplies, and it's not just your business but your suppliers, the people that work with you and everything, so it's a trickle effect.
The Neighborhood Development Division and Flukas appreciate all this year's citizen involvement with the consolidation plan and the much needed input during the comment period.
I would thank them immensely. You making the time to make comments and to even just say that I continually like what the program is doing in my community, it's making a difference for a family member or another citizen in the city.
If you would like to read the consolidated plan, go to valdostacity.com and click on the Neighborhood Development Division page. Valdosta Mayor Pro Tem Alvin Payton and Utilities Director Henry Hicks honored Robert Devlin as the May 2015 Employee of the Month at the May 21st City Council meeting. Devlin received a frame certificate and his name appears on a plaque displayed inside of City Hall. At the meeting, Devlin also received a check for $200, which he donated to the Valdosta Fire Department's Give Burns the Boot Fund to help local burn survivors. Devlin, a wastewater treatment plant operator since October 2011, received the award for witnessing a car accident at the intersection of Forest Street and Perimeter Road and quickly responded to help the victims. The City of Valdosta applauds Robert Devlin for being named the May 2015 Employee of the Month.
Before we end this show, let me personally invite all citizens to the 7th Annual People's Choice Photo Contest reception on Monday, June 15th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts. We put out a call for photos, put them on display in the Tillman Gallery of the Art Center, and now we need you to vote on your favorites. Please make plans to attend the June 15th kickoff event, or you can visit the Turner Art Center anytime between June 15th and July 15th to participate in the People's Choice voting. I'd like to say a special thank you to the staff of the Turner Art Center and for our 5 category sponsors for partnering with the city on this great community activity.
Now, let's take a look at what's happening in the city this week. June 9th, City of Valdosta budget hearing at 3 p.m. at City Hall. June 10th, City of Valdosta budget hearing at 5:30 p.m. at City Hall. June 11th, City Council meeting at City Hall at 5:30 p.m. June 13th, Valdosta Farm Days. Get local produce and more from 9 a.m. to noon on the sidewalks around the historic Lowndes County Courthouse. June 13th, picture this. Celebrate a special dad with a free photo in downtown Valdosta from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Visit www.mainstreet.com for more details. June 15th, Valdosta People's Choice Photo Contest opening reception at 5 through 7 p.m. at the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts. June 21st, Father's Day. Remember to shop local. Dad will get a great gift and you'll help boost the local economy. Shop Valdosta. June 25th, City Council meeting, which includes a public hearing to adopt the fiscal year 2016 city budget at City Hall at 5:30 p.m. June 27th, Valdosta Farm Days. June 29th, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission meeting at 5:30 p.m. at the South Health District Administration Office at 325 West Savannah Avenue. To stay informed with what's going on in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at www.valdostacity.com/public information or call Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548.
Well, that concludes this edition of City Focus. To watch this and previous episodes of the show and to sign up for our weekly e-newsletter, visit our website at valdostacity.com/Metro17. You can also email your comments and suggestions to information@valdostacity.com. And make sure you keep up to date on everything going on in the city by liking us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits, following us on Twitter at City of Valdosta, and subscribing to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta. And stay tuned to Metro 17 as we make some positive changes to our overall programming in the upcoming months. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to you joining us next time, right here on City Focus.